Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. Yesterday we had finished reading of the poem and the explanation of the poem Wishing, written by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. A very beautiful poem full of optimism, full of positivity, and it explains how we can bring the change in the world which we want to see in the world. We need to start from ourselves. So, with a quick recap of the poem in the form of summary, we'll start with the critical appreciation of the poem. Summary. The poem Wishing by Ella Wheeler Wilcox is a poem with a beautiful message. The poetess says that if one wants to make a difference in the world, then one must begin with oneself. Everyone wants to live in a happier, wiser, and a better world, but nobody wants to take the charge. The real change in the world around us can be witnessed or seen only if we begin changing ourselves. The positive impact of each person analyzing his or her mistakes and shortcomings and then working towards correcting them should not be underestimated. Combining the individual consciousness of the people, the positive impact only gets multiplied. If people start making positive changes in their behavior, in their personality, then one fine day, this chain of this positivity will become longer and longer. So, in this way, we can make an impossible looking task very much possible, very much feasible. If we bring change in ourselves, in our behavior, in our attitude. So, that is the summary of the poem Wishing. Now let's continue with the critical appreciation of the poem. The poem Wishing is written by an American poet, Ella Wheeler Wilcox. The poem has 5 stanzas of 4 lines each. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABCB. That means the second and the fourth line of each stanza rhyme with each other. Every stanza is replete. Replete means full of positivity and optimism. It directs us towards making positive changes and how to bring positive changes in the world. Throughout the poem, the poet poses certain questions to its readers and then goes ahead to answer them. These answers are basically solution to us who wish to live in a better world. That solution is that you must begin building a happier world by correcting your ways, by changing your ways. And if every one of us start changing our attitude, our ways, then the world will become a happier place and a better place. Now, in the poem, the poet has used some archaic words. Archaic means old English, the English which was used in Shakespeare time, like the words oft or array. These are archaic words. Now, look at some poetic devices used in the poem. The poet uses various poetic devices in the poem to make it aesthetically pleasing. So in this poem also we come across various poetic devices, and the remarkable ones are alliteration first of all. Alliteration, as you know, is the occurrence of the same letter or the sound close to each other. In the words close to each other, like, do you wish the world were wiser? So, the sound were, W, the letter W is repeated again throughout the line. Do you wish the world were wiser? So it is a clear-cut example of alliteration. Other examples of alliteration you can find out yourself and write down in your notebooks. Now, another poetic device is metaphor. Metaphor is that when a non-living thing is compared to living attribute, like just to scatter the seeds of kindness. Now, kindness is a human attribute, right? So seeds is a non-living thing. Seed itself is a non-living thing, but when you plant that seed, it becomes living thing. It changes, it converts into a plant, which is a living thing. So seed, they are non-living thing, but we are giving the human attribute of kindness to the seeds of kindness. That is called metaphor. Now the message of the poem, which is clear and loud, is that be the voice of change that you wish to see in the world. That means if you want to make the world happier, be happy yourself, spread kindness. If you want the world to be wiser, accumulate knowledge, start gathering knowledge, learn yourself, then you scatter it, then you start spreading that learning, then you start spreading that knowledge in the world. And if you want the world to be better, just mind your actions, keep a watch on your actions, keep a watch on your thoughts, that are they correct, are they right, are they morally, ethically and legally correct. Then definitely one fine day will come, then the world will become better place, a wiser place and a happier place. Now let's come down to the textual exercises. Read to answer. A part is answer these questions with the reference to context. Don't waste one page on folly. Live to learn and learn to live. What page is the poet referring to here? Now, poet is referring to the page of life here. How would a page be wasted on folly? A page of life would be wasted on foolishness. Folly means foolishness if we waste our time learning nothing and not accumulating enough knowledge to pass on to others. Now the purpose of our knowledge, why do we gather knowledge, is to pass on to others, to spread that knowledge, to share that knowledge, to share that learning with others, not keep that knowledge to yourself. So it's a foolishness if we keep that knowledge to ourselves, if we learn to live, if we live to learn and then learn to live. What does live to learn suggest? Live to learn suggests that one must spend time learning all that is there to learn and keeping a watch on their actions. Now, we must live to learn. That means spend time in learning, accumulating wisdom, accumulating knowledge. And then we must spread that knowledge and keep a watch on our actions. Learn how to keep a watch on our actions. Now, B part. Find the words or expressions in the poem that mean the same as the following. To gather something over a period of time. That means accumulate. Comfort or ease. Pleasures. A single person can make a big difference, as the hand that plants an acorn shelters armies from the sun. So last two lines of the poem suggest this, means this phrase. One single person can make a big difference. Now C part, answer these questions. What three wishes are expressed in the poem? The three wishes expressed in the poem are accumulating wisdom, keeping a watch on your actions, and spreading kindness. What qualities are associated with being straight and true? The qualities associated with being straight and true are honesty, loyalty, sincerity, and trustworthiness. The poet lists 5 do's and 1 don't in the poem. What are they? The 5 do's are keeping one's actions straight and true, accumulating wisdom, imparting knowledge to others, spreading kindness, and living to learn and learn to live. And the one don't listed by the poet is one should not waste life on follies. What does the expression seeds of kindness suggest? The expression seeds of kindness suggests that one should always spread kindness wherever they go or whoever they meet. The acts of kindness from one person often motivates others to spread kindness around them. Now, discuss and write. In the last stanza, the poet talks about planting acorns. An acorn is the seed of an oak tree, which matures after many years. What quality is the poet suggesting we should have? We should have the quality of patience. When we plant a seed, we must have the patience to let it grow into a big tree. Also, he is suggesting that we should be generous. Be selfless for your deeds. Do not wish to keep the tree or your good deeds to yourself only. Let it spread and see the results of your action. Next, the poem exemplifies the proverb, as you sow, so shall you reap. Explain. Now, the poet exemplifies the proverb that as you sow, so shall you reap. That means your action will determine what will happen to you. If you sow a cactus, you will reap a cactus. And if you sow a mango, you will reap a mango. In the same way, if we are mean to someone, people will be mean to us. So, your actions basically determine what will you get in future. So that's all in this poem right now. Students, I hope you have understood the poem well and you have understood the question answers also. So thank you very much. If you have any confusion, message me or call me. Thank you.